Hello and welcome to my top 10 best movies of 2017. It's been a great year for movies and I've seen all kinds, but when putting my list together of the best, it was difficult to narrow them down, and it's a shame I can't include more than 10 in my top 10, but that's how numbers work. Before I get to my top 10, a few films which just missed out but which are worth a mention. There's The Villainess, a South Korean movie which is like a mix of Nikita, John Wick and the video game Doom with all its first-person action. Then there's The Big Sick, and romantic comedies aren't really my bag, so this turned out to be a superb comedy drama which I didn't think would grab me as much as it did. But then I love surprises like that. Baby Driver proved once again that Shaun of the Dead's Edgar Wright should be given the directorial reins to a great number of Hollywood movies, and if he'd been kept on for Ant-Man, it would actually have been worth watching. And the last of this batch, My Feral Heart, with Stephen Brandon as Luke, a young lad with Down syndrome, and we follow his experiences in the social care system and beyond. This is technically a 2016 movie, but that was just a limited release, and it had a much wider release in 2017.
That's some Oscar shit right there. That was nice. You rehearsed that?
Now on to the top 10.
This is the United States Drug Enforcement Agency. We are ordering you to land.
All right, boys, let's land. Easy.
My name's Barry Seal.
That's for the damage. For your sister, hey little darling, and your back.
Some of this shit really happened.
You never saw me.
In the top 10, the first two films are both very different films, but actually come from the same director, Doug Liman, who made the first and best Jason Bourne movie, The Bourne Identity. And number 10 is American Made, with Tom Cruise in the real-life tale of Barry Seal, a great pilot for TWA. He likes to make some extra cash on the side, but takes it to the limit when he ends up drug running for Pablo Escobar, and also attracts the eye of the CIA. A lot of people may have discounted this because it stars Tom Cruise, but he really pulls out all the stops, and makes you forget about the mummy.
Yeah, that's in that wall.
I got eyes on your ass, fancy pants. Come on, man, talk to me. What do you see?
Something's not right.
Overhead. Cover me. How bad is it?
As the bullet went through.
And number 9 is The Wall, a much lower budget movie, and with a single location. It's 2007, and the war on terror is winding down. Bush Jr. has declared victory, and rebuilding is taking place, except when you're a contractor who's getting killed by snipers. Trapped behind a wall are US soldiers Aaron Taylor Johnson and John Cena, in a gripping two-hander, which not only shows how good non-Hollywood movies can be, since this one comes from Amazon, but also how well a film can be made on a low budget. The Wall cost $3 million, compared to American Made's $50 million, but both are brilliant.
Do you have an area of expertise?
You need something doing?
I think it'd be something if someone were to teach him a lesson.
If you could, cut yourself in half. When it's over, the two sides, they don't even know what the other one's done. You live your life, clean hands. Would you do it?
Yes.
At number 8, Detour, starring Ty Sheridan from the forthcoming Ready Player One, who plays law student Harper, a lad at his wit's end who's seeking revenge on his stepfather for putting his mother in a coma. The film heads over to Vegas where a hit is planned, but it's a use of split screen on a number of occasions which shows Harper's split decisions and takes the film in a direction I've not seen done before, as you see two storylines pan out. But which will he take? This lifted the film from a run-of-the-mill thriller to a must-see.
Hello? You know you gotta pay for that, right?
Come on.
Not okay.
And at number 7, it's Logan.
No. No. No.
Well, yes. I was as surprised as anyone to have a superhero movie in my top 10. But after a couple of full starts, this is the standalone Wolverine movie we've been waiting for.
Holy fuck.
Logan is an angry character, and a violent character, and none of that is suited to 12 certificate movies. You see his adamantium claws pierce into people's heads, and he can swear properly. Ask him Patrick Stewart.
2 days on the road, only 1 meal and hardly any sleep. She's 11, I'm fucking 90.
We spend all our time here. I want to make a paradise.
She redid all of it, every last detail. And she breathed life back into every room.
Are you happy?
I love you.
And number 6, Darren Aronofsky's Mother. Now don't panic early on, as it looks like Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem are auditioning for grand designs, on account of fixing up the house to be their paradise. Right from the off, you know that Mother is not going to be your usual run-of-the-mill movie, as random guests turn up to the house uninvited in exactly the same way that I would hate, leading to a film you just can't take your eyes off, while your jaw sits open-mouthed at what you're witnessing. And it's an 18 certificate for a number of damn good reasons.
This is my present to you, my brother. We've got to work fast. Don't think, act. Off you pop.
Would you like to go out for a fuck time in lotion?
Oh, shit.
Fun. Sorry. Fun time in London.
Yeah, we'd love to, wouldn't we? Yeah.
You'd love what?
Double Date is a British horror comedy, with 2 women going on dates with a difference. They're homicidal murderers. Yes, if you've ever wondered why you didn't get a second date with a woman, did she not fancy you? Did you wear the wrong shoes? Well, with these 2, it's usually because you're no longer breathing. Jim wants to lose his virginity before he turns 30, but he might also lose his life, in a film which has regular laughs including deep belly ones, and it's the best British comedy I've seen all year.
You stop following me.
I'm not following you. It's just proximity.
One day I found all these kids' books. I used to read them for hours, just take myself away and escape.
My mum died when I was 12.
What happened then?
4 years in care and then I ran away. Dex took me off the streets and I thought all my problems were over.
No! Dex, no! Dex!
There's got to be another way.
Away is at number 4, and Away is where everyone wants to get to once in a while. But here, it's a mismatched pairing of widower Timothy Spall and ex-junkie Juno Temple, as they meet in a film which drew me in and I found to be very enchanting. Meeting in Blackpool, fate brings them together as he wants to drink himself into an early grave, since he used to visit Blackpool regularly with his wife, while Juno is trying to escape from a drug pusher. Both have been played a bad hand in life, but perhaps together they can find some common solace. They could argue this isn't the most original film, as the 2 rub each other up the wrong way, yet need each other to get by. But there are a few perfect odd couple style pairings in movies, and this is definitely one of them.
We needed a miracle. And then we got one. This beautiful and special little creature will be a revolution in the livestock industry. Our super pigs will not only be big and beautiful, they will also leave a minimal footprint on the environment, consume less feed, and produce less excretions. And most importantly, they need to taste fucking good.
Into the top 3, and any of these 3 could have been my number 1 film. And after The Wall coming from Amazon, 2 of the top 3 are made by Netflix. And number 3 is Okja, where Tilda Swinton attempts to solve world hunger by breeding giant piglets for eventual slaughter. Jake Gyllenhaal is like a younger Johnny Morris with his own animal-based TV show, while Paul Dano leads the Animal Liberation Front. But the star of the show comes in a wonderful turn from newcomer An So-hyun as Miha, a talent far greater than her years suggest. Okja is the name of the large piglet, and there's a jaw-dropping scene in the Animal Liberation Front as they chase her through a South Korean subway shopping mall in an attempt to liberate her. Add in masterful direction and story, the exquisite cinematography of the South Korean forest, heartbreaking drama, plus hilarious comedy with perfect timing. In short, I laughed, I cried, I want to watch it again.
The human whose name is written in this note shall die.
Shall we begin? You're a death god? Yes.
What exactly can I do with this death note?
Put a name down and see what happens.
Death Note is the other Netflix movie, and has a simple premise about a book which passes from one owner to another, and whoever possesses it at the time can write the name of the person they want to die, as well as a method of dispatching them, and can then just sit back and wait for the Grim Reaper's actions to take their course. I know if I had one of these, I'd have an absolute field day with it. I'd test it with James Corden, and then go from there. Death Note is a mystery thriller that Get Out could only have wished it was. There's a great story, a whole heap of style, gripping direction, an 80s style synth soundtrack, a stack of intense performances, and it's a rare movie where I can feel myself enjoying it while it's on, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest as it goes on. In fact, in the third act, it felt like it was written just for me, as everything that came up was everything I'd enjoy.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
No, not a chance. It wasn't completely terrible, but it wasn't brilliant either. Let's have the proper number 1.
Ove.
Ove!
Idiot! Hunden ska sluta pinka på våra plattor.
Lyssna inte på den elaka gubben, prins.
Ser mer ut som en vinterkänga med ögon.
Vi har fått så kallt inomhus, kan inte du titta på det?
Ta en fil till.
And the best film of 2017 is A Man Called Uwe, with Ross Lasgard as the grumpiest of grumpy old men, with everything irritating him from smokers dropping fag butts on the ground to Audi drivers, and as he calls them, 4 zeros on the bonnet and 1 behind the wheel. He's just got the sack from the job he's held for 43 years, so all he has left to do is tend to his late wife's grave and be a Mr. Fussy over the rules at his tenants association block. He's had enough and he wants to call it a day, permanently. But things change when he strikes up an unlikely friendship with the new neighbours, a young family, and particularly the wife who's heavily pregnant and just wants to learn to drive. Will they brighten his outlook on life, or will he just continue on as before? It sounds a predictable premise, but far transcended that, and completely drew me in, as he goes back in time to show him meeting his wife, and we get to learn why he only likes people who are exactly like him. The film does get a little bit silly at times, but there are moments in his life when even the hardest of hearts would shed a tear, with a story that skillfully drip feeds an insight into the life he's lived, and I urge you to watch this instantly.
Jag vill att du ska veta hur allting hänger ihop. Precis allting.
Antingen dör vi, eller så lever vi.